Yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as was expected, this was gonna be a banging week, and look at this! Look at this!
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. It all kicked off with Matt Law, which we'll get to a few hours back, but now it is all over. It is absolutely all over the social media platform and everywhere you're looking around in regards to Raphinha. Chelsea and Leeds have reached full agreement for Raphinha. Official bid accepted around 60 to 65 million, add-ons included. Main part of the amount to be paid immediately. It's done between the clubs. Talks now ongoing on players' side on personal terms and contract Boehly on it. And we're going to get to some of the consequent news that's come through. Apparently now personal terms getting very close as well. Look, this is what we've been saying. It's either Dembele, or if we see that there's nothing happening from that particular standpoint, then it's going to be Raphinha. And Raphinha, we were interested in Raphinha from a long time ago. This isn't a new thing because Arsenal's after them or Barcelona. He's been interested with Barcelona. Our interest in Raphinha dates back to, I think January, earlier this year. And I think player was interested, but he was looking into what Barcelona could do. I think at the end of the day, he always wanted to go to Barcelona, but Barcelona financially seems like, even with the economic levers, they just can't do all of these deals. They've got Lewandowski lined up. They've got all these, free agents that they've bought prior to season finishing, which they haven't even been able to announce as yet. All of those deals to go through. So, and the whole Dembele situation, maybe Xavi wants to keep Dembele. Who knows? Maybe Dembele might still not get a contract and Chelsea might still swoop in. Can you imagine Raphinha and Dembele as opposed to Raphinha? But I think it's either or. I'd be ecstatic if it's both. Because I feel like both of them would play on the right side. Dembele would be on the right side, and he's both-footed. But Raphinha on the left side, he's a very good player. I did a video on him maybe 3-4 months ago, just before I went for Club World Cup, saying some of the players to look out for in the Premier League. He was there, Jared Bowen was there, but he was top of the list. He's definitely Leeds United's best player. There's no doubt about that. So, I mean, I think with Leeds, it was always the money. And I'm so glad these Arsenal fans, they thought they had Raphinha. Seriously. And I've been saying to a few Arsenal fans that don't get too excited because Raphinha is probably just waiting around to see what Barcelona does. And if it doesn't happen for him in Barcelona, there is no doubt he would choose us before Arsenal. Champions League football is far greater than what Arsenal can offer. And the crazy part is with all the Brazilians Arsenal have, I think Gabriel Magalhaes, now they've got Gabriel Jesus, the Marquinhos kid that they've just recently got. Raphinha has chosen Thiago Silva, the boss. He has chosen the boss at Chelsea Football Club. Hopefully that's the case. Look, it is getting very close to here we go, apparently, and I'm going to showcase to you why, because Fabrizio went on a madness. He further goes on to say more on Raphinha. Arsenal had a meeting with Leeds and made a new verbal bid in the last hours, turned down by Leeds United FC. Barcelona also called Leeds again, but no chance to match Chelsea's bid. We've got the highest bid out there. Chelsea are now working to get the agreement done, also on personal terms. I mean, this has apparently been driven by Thomas Tuchel heavily. He likes the player, and I'll show you some of the footages as well. Chelsea are now going into talks with Raphinha's side, and agent Deco, if you guys all remember, was a former Chelsea player. Yes, he only played maybe a couple of seasons, I believe. I still remember that. Bang, I can't remember which particular team he was, but it was a free kick. I think it was a very good goal from Deco. That particular, I think it was Felipe Scolari era when Deco came in, and that we started off that era very well. Obviously, we didn't finish it that great, but Deco, someone who knows Chelsea very well on personal terms. It's key step before here we go, as Arsenal and Barça were in talks with Leeds also today morning. Deal fully agreed between clubs with Leeds. So this is great. Barcelona cannot simply match what we are about to offer Leeds, and Arsenal, they're just maybe not going to reach to that particular level of 60, 65 million, which is the amount that's getting touted around. And look, let's face it, the player will most certainly like to come to us. I want to showcase to you, this is the video. If you guys remember last season, when we played Leeds post-match. I can't remember if that was in Stamford Bridge. Maybe that was in Stamford Bridge. I think that's in Stamford Bridge. And this is the footage, as you can see. Thomas Tuchel post-match. Having a handshake with Raphinha, and looks like there was a nice little bit of conversation happening there. Thomas Tuchel definitely fancies him. There's no doubt about that. Here we go. Let's have a look at some of the stuff that Matt Law's saying. Chelsea giving serious consideration to Raphinha bid. This is 3 hours back, which was Chelsea rival Arsenal for Raphinha signing as part of new look 100 million attack. Matt Law. Let's see what else Matt Law has said since then. Look at this. Tuchel wants 1v1 attacking players, and as of today, and everything subject to change in transfer window, it seems Raphinha is the most likely to join Chelsea along with Sterling. There you go. He definitely is a 1v1 player. He's got the pace. He's definitely got more pace than, I guess, not any of our wingers, but Ziyech. You'd say stylistically because he's left-footed. Raphinha, I think I'm pretty sure he's left-footed, right? Right. Pretty certain he plays on the left. Sometimes some of these things can be a bit strange. Left-footed, yeah. I thought so. He was plays on the right with his left foot. So yeah, it's definitely got the pace ahead of Hakim Ziyech and a few of our other wingers as well. Maybe Christian Pulisic comes close. I think he's probably quicker than Christian Pulisic. And it further goes on to say, Matt Law, all indications are that Chelsea are increasingly confident of signing Raphinha for around 55 million to go alongside their move for Sterling. And then he goes on to say, Chelsea now in talks with Raphinha over personal terms, which are not expected to be an issue. Tuchel picking a front three from Sterling, Mount, and Havertz is quite tasty. It really is. It really is quite tasty. David Ornstein, Chelsea close to agreeing fee north of 55 million with Leeds for Raphinha, but not done yet. Chelsea now best placed with Leeds United and 25 years old as long-term favourites. Barcelona can't afford it at present, plus Arsenal not currently at required price. And we showcased everything in terms from Fabrizio Romano saying that we're in conversation with Deco, and there's probably no doubt that Raphinha will choose us ahead of Arsenal. So that's great news. I just wanted to showcase to you guys how some of the social media is reacting to this. Look at this. Check this out. Chelsea swooping on Arsenal's interest in Raphinha. Look at this. I mean, it's mad how Arsenal actually thought that they could get this done. Earlier today, Chelsea were interested in Raphinha. Now Chelsea have agreed a fee with Leeds for Raphinha. Todd Boehly isn't playing 100%, isn't playing around, man. This moved quite quickly. But then again, the groundwork was always there. So I'm not surprised at how quickly this is moved on, because I feel like in terms of showing interest to Leeds, in terms of possibly having some sort of a fee accepted beforehand, our interest for Raphinha dates back to January, as I said earlier this year. Tuchel is Tuchel is the one driving Raphinha interest. Chelsea have been in contact since January to sign him. This is from Nizar Kinsella. There you go. I've been saying this is really good tweet from Matisse. This kind of pretty much encapsulates everything about Raphinha. Raphinha is definitely an upgrade on Ziyech. He can actually go past players and has the skill plus speed. Only him and Mane has created over 100 plus chances and completed 100 take-ons since 2021, a better finisher than Dembele and reliable fitness-wise. Look, I want to be honest with you. Raphinha started off last season with a bang. He was doing madness for Leeds, but later on in the season, as Leeds were under immense pressure in that relegation battle, Raphinha didn't come through that well, like I probably expected. But then again, it could be down to the team. They lost Bielsa, new manager came in, but he's got some excellent attributes, pace, 1v1 take-ons. This is what Thomas Tuchel wants a lot from his wingers, to be able to go 1v1 and take them on and then hit the button and whip in a cross or cut inside and see if you can put in a cross, much like Ziyech does. Creating chaos, basically. He wants those wingers to create chaos and not be passive and just keep passing it sideways or go backwards if there isn't a particular option. So from that perspective, Raphinha is excellent. He'll take his players on. He's a goal scorer. He's got good technique in shooting. He's got good long-range shooting as well. He's good in the box. Of course, he's missed chances as well. I've seen him miss chances, but then who hasn't? Defensively, I think he'll be good as well in terms of the work rate. And overall, I don't think Raphinha is one that gets injured that often. Much like Dembele has got injury history, I still would love to get Dembele. Don't get me wrong, but this is another plus point for Raphinha is that he hasn't got injured. He doesn't get injured. I don't remember him getting injured. A better finisher than Dembele and reliable fitness-wise. I don't know about better finisher than Dembele, just because Dembele doesn't have those goals there to showcase that. I wouldn't say he's completely better finisher, because I've seen Raphinha miss too, but he's not bad. Like, Raphinha is probably in the same par as Dembele, if I'm being honest. But fitness-wise, definitely I feel like Raphinha is much better. These are some of his profile situation. 25 years old, so that's good, man. Young age, probably hitting into his prime ages. Left-footed player. Can play on the right side, can play on the left side, but predominantly I believe he will be on the left side. And these are his stats. 2021, 35 matches played, 11 goals, 3 assists, 2,900, nearly 3,000 minutes played. So, look, we are getting a good player. I think this is going to happen as well now. It's getting so close to here we go. So, something is brewing here. Sterling, Raphinha before preseason would be oof. We are definitely going to be back, and then hopefully we can add on some defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about this particular news. Raphinha, I think we're probably not going to go with Dembele now. We're probably focusing on Raphinha. But can you imagine if we get Dembele as well? I think it would be sweet. I don't know whether Barcelona can still do Dembele. They're probably focused on Bernardo Silva now. We'll see what happens there. And Lewandowski. Let me know how you feel about this particular news. Are you happy about Raphinha? In the comment section, let me know. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya. Very close to Raphinha. Here we go. Come on.